Hello everyone, my name is Azatru, how are you, and welcome to another Star Wars Battlefront 2 mod showcase video. And this is the top 5 mods of the week, episode 124, and I've got 5 really cool mods to share with you this week, plus a few honourable mentions. But before we do take a look at this week's mods, we need to look at the results of the poll you voted in last week. So around 6,000 of you voted, which is less than usual, which is a shame, but nevertheless, the Caped Grievous mod took home the win with 64%, and then it was very close. So the Airborne Trooper did 17%, the Purge Trooper did 9%, and surprisingly, the KX Security Droid matched Sev in last place with 5%. This is just a quick reminder that YouTube has removed polls from the top right-hand corner of the screen, and now they are on the community tab. So head on to the community tab on my channel page, as this video shows, if you're on mobile, or just hit the link in the pinned comment of this video, and that is how you can vote. Now, let's move on to the honourable mentions for this week, starting with the lafaar mod from Stronger Edward 10. So this mod replaces Fondor with lafaar from Star Wars Rebels. You can see that the planet texture has been changed, and on top of that, the moon that is in the distance has been replaced as well. The planet image in the menu for Arcade has also received a change, and in the map itself, the Zeta-class shuttles and TIE fighters have been changed to represent the 7th Fleet. They've also added custom voice lines where Thrawn and Hera will speak, and a bunch of the music has changed as well. I can't play any of it due to copyright, unfortunately. And on top of that, there is the additional optional files for the 7th Fleet's TIE Fighter, TIE Bomber, and TIE Interceptor. So if you want to enable those, they are optional files and they work well. Moving on to the next honourable mention, and this is the Delta 40 Fixer mod from Devereux. So once again, Devereux is back with another incredible Clone Commando mod. So this replaces the Urban Fighter Commando skin with Fixer from the Republic Commando game. And as you can see, it has custom markings as well as mesh importing, and there is even an optional sound file if you want to use that from DTO Oscar, and that is the voice of Fixer. So with mesh importing, with this mod, you can see that he has an extra antenna on his helmet. He also has the thing on his shoulder, and his backpack is also completely changed as well, which just looks fantastic. Really good work, almost seamlessly integrating this. And now for the top 5 countdown, kicking things off in 5th place this week, I've got the Padawan ObiWan mod from Tiger Venom 22. So this mod brings Padawan ObiWan into Battlefront 2. This mod actually replaces Luke Skywalker, not Obi-Wan, which is a real shame, but it has kind of a funky looking face. From certain angles from the distance it works, but up close it just doesn't. Faces are very hard to model, but I do admire the attempt nevertheless. It also includes custom hair, you have the braid, and you can also use the robe skin as well if you want to do that. I love the custom lightsaber hilt. It was the first ever lightsaber I got as a toy, so there is a special place in my heart for that tiny lightsaber Obi-Wan has in The Phantom Menace, and it is a good one. There is even the updated lightsaber logo in the weapon icon section of the respawn menu. The face texture is 4K resolution. There is a custom hero portrait. The text edits for Luke has been changed for Obi-Wan, and on top of that, the appearances also have custom descriptions. The intro and outro music is sampled from Duel of the Fates. Obviously I can't show this in this video, but nevertheless it is epic to hear. And on top of that, there is also custom voice lines and emotes as well, which don't really work entirely well because they're stripped from the film, but nevertheless, they are there if you want to use them.
Why do I sense we've picked up another pathetic life form?
I have a bad feeling about this. You were right about one thing, Master. The negotiations were short.
In 4th place this week, I've got the live-action Death Watch mod from the Asian Redneck. So this replaces the Clone Jet Trooper and Boba Fett with the Death Watch Trooper from The Mandalorian, and the mesh import work going on here is awesome. The armour is pretty well done, and I know a lot of people will admire this and want to play as the Mandalorian Death Watch in Battlefront 2, so this is the mod for you. There is even a custom hero portrait as well to round that off. I would have liked maybe some custom star card images or something like that, but either way, this is awesome. In third place this week, I've got the Umbara mod from River, and this is absolutely fantastic. Let's just get straight into it and take a look at the map in action with this gameplay, along with the extra features it includes, because there are multiple additional files for the mod which are awesome. So this mod replaces Felucia with one of the fan favourites and most requested planets to come from the Clone Wars into Battlefront 2, Umbara, and it looks absolutely stunning. So it introduces brand new lighting. For example, a lot of the plants are either dimmed out or replaced with a pinkish red light, which looks phenomenal, and there is also new textures and more. What is great about this mod is just how different the mood and atmosphere feels when playing this mod. You can't really see a whole lot, it is quite dark, especially when there are different areas where there isn't a whole lot of foliage, but nevertheless, it is quite immersive, and the blast of fire flying through the air just looks phenomenal. So there are 3 files to choose from that you can enable for this mod. So you have the standard Umbara file, and then there is a version that has less fog. If that is something you want to check out, personally I do prefer that, but I know some people might prefer more fog. There is also a text edit file that changes the UI in the instant action menu, so you can see that it says Sector Delta along with a description, and it just works very well. And on top of that, the instant action menu does have the planet of Umbara on the right hand side, and there is even a really cool loading screen. And the runner-up for this top 5 mods of the week episode is the improved General Grievous mod from LWH and Priscilla the Witch. Now, this mod has been re-released as a brand new version. It's not just an update to the old version, because they've added something significant to it and made it a brand new page on Nexus Mod. So I will go through the brand new changes, such as the cape, which is phenomenal. There is so many details here that I have to call out. I will also go over the base features, which you may have missed from the previous version. So this mod tries to recreate the Revenge of the Sith version of General Grievous as much as possible by taking inspiration from the film and making a bunch of changes. So it replaces his default Jedi Hunter appearance only, and this basically gives new texture changes, subsurface scattering, and this makes the light shine through the armour, just like in Revenge of the Sith. There is also newly modelled and textured organs. Now, if you do want the cape, then you're in for a real treat, because this is fantastic. It looks amazing from the inside and out. You have the logo on the back of the cape, and you also have the clip kind of thing around his neck to hold it in place. And there is even space for lightsabers, Jedi lightsabers that have been hunted by General Grievous. They are in there, and I just love the little pockets. That's just fantastic attention to detail, and I am so glad you're able to see them. There is no physics to the cloth, unfortunately, but it doesn't look too bad, even if it is static when being used on claw rush and things like that. There is obviously clipping issues, but nevertheless, great work from this team. And the winner of this top 5 mods of the week episode is the Mace Windu mod from Akrybro. So this mod replaces Anakin, but there will be a version that replaces Luke later down the line. Special shout out to Daz Assassin for making the Mace Windu head model and the textures that will be added as well. So right now you have the default appearance, but there is also the robed appearance if you want to use his robes, and there will be a Clone Wars option. It's still a work in progress. As you can see, it's not been implemented yet, but nevertheless, this is still awesome. You have a custom lightsaber hilt and textures, along with the purple lightsaber blade colour, and that looks very well done. There is even an icon image in the respawn menu for the lightsaber, which is a nice touch. Speaking of UI changes, there are text edits in the menus, so it makes it more immersive, and there is also custom star card images, which could do with a little bit of work, but nevertheless, I'm glad they are there, and there is also a custom hero portrait, as you'd expect. What is cool about this mod is that it doesn't just include intro and defeat themes, it also includes some custom sound effects and character interactions. So for ObiWan, Count Dooku and General Grievous, they are going to be added, and his emotes have been replaced with his Clone Wars voice.
This disturbance in the Force clouds our ability to see the future. The dark side descends like a veil across the galaxy. The temple holds many secrets. Seek them out, and you will gain great knowledge. The dark side is growing strong. We must be prepared. I am here representing the Jedi Council.
There is also going to be a hooded appearance, an old appearance, Samuel L. Jackson voice lines from the film, and custom voice interactions with Plo Koon, Kit Fisto, and more. So those are your top 5 mods of this week. Remember, you can vote in the community tab post in the description below in the pinned comment, or just go to my channel, hit the community tab, and there will be a vote right there. So just below the like button, hit that like button as well, hit the link to the community tab, and you can vote to be featured in next week's episode. Which will be featured in next week's episode. And remember, you can download every single one of these mods that you saw in this video, so there will be links to all of those in the description below. And let me know down in the comments any of your opinions about each of these mods. I'd love to hear them. I will read all of the comments like I usually do. And if you are new around here, make sure you do subscribe and turn notifications on so you don't miss any of the future Battlefront 2 videos from me. If you want to support my channel in a different way and get top 5 mods of the week 24 hours before anybody else, consider becoming a channel member, and that will get you exclusive perks, including access to these videos 24 hours before anybody else. Thank you so much for watching, and if you did miss any of the 2 videos, please do go check them out, and I shall see you in my next Star Wars Battlefront 2 video. Goodbye.